A point-and-shoot camera with a 7x optical zoom. You don't see that every day. I'm going to tell you all about this Olympus Stylus 7010 in just a second. Right now you are looking at the shiny Olympus Stylus 7010, and this is a point-and-shoot digital camera, 12 megapixels, but you have a 7x optical zoom, 5x digital. I mean, the 7x, you can get really close with that, and it's pretty good for a point-and-shoot camera that's still affordable. It's actually, you get a lot of value for this. Now, let me tell you more about it. First of all, it has a 28mm wide-angle lens, 2.7-inch LCD screen, and that does have the hypercrystal technology. ISO 1600 dual image stabilization to make sure that your photos don't come out blurry if you have shaky hands. Also, the dual image stabilization helps in low lighting situations as well. Also, you have 36 megs of internal storage, so you're going to want to get an XD or a micro SD card to go along with this Olympus. 23 shooting modes, including a feature called Magic Filter, which is a new feature, and you can apply this. It's kind of like a scene mode, actually, but pop art, fisheye, and pinhole are the three effects of the Magic Filter. And I took some pictures earlier using this feature, and I'll show you it in a second. Also, you have shadow adjustment technology, so you can really make sure to bring out the details and correct your shadows in your images. Panorama mode, movie modes, you can shoot VGA movies 640 by 480. This is the resolution at 30 frames or 15 frames per second. And then in your playback function, I saw that there's a lot of cool editing features. Not just, you know, crop and resize. You can do sepia photos, black and white, and you can even fix your shadows and put on beauty mode, which you know is one of my faves, all in your playback editing features. And last but not least, this Olympus does take a rechargeable battery, so when you're fully charged, you don't have to worry about running out and grabbing a pair of those AA's. Now, on to our tour, and I'm going to tell you more about this Olympus Stylus. So on the back of the camera, you'll see you have a mini USB port, and that is to hook up to a computer and load all your photos and videos onto Facebook or YouTube, you know, whatever site you prefer. You have your tripod mount right here, and let's open up this door number 1, and you will see your rechargeable battery. And underneath your battery, this is where your memory card goes, either your XD or your micro SD card right under the battery. Now let's start our tour of this Olympus Stylus by powering on. You'll see your power button is up top next to your shutter release. And before we really get into this tour, I gotta show you this zoom. Again, it's a 7x optical, 4x digital. You can really get those telephoto shots, and you don't have to be, you know, in your friend's face, which is nice, scare them with the camera. But this is it's a nice size for a point-and-shoot camera. Let's turn on over back. Again, you'll see your 2.7-inch LCD screen, and that does have the hypercrystal technology. So as you can see, the screen is bright, the resolution is clear, and overall, you know, it's quite a view when you're trying to examine your photos. And right here you have your wide and your tight, and below your wide and your tight, your zoom controls, you'll see your mode dial. And this is how you change your different shooting modes. Right now we are in easy mode, but let's go on over to scene mode. And here, this Olympus, as you will see, comes equipped with all of the typical scene modes, and we'll scroll through them right now. Self-portrait, sunset, fireworks. You know, fireworks are actually really hard to photograph, so it's nice that you have that fireworks setting. Documents, beach and snow, and pre-capture movie, which is great because you can set this camera on pre-capture, and it will capture up to 2 seconds of a movie before you actually start recording, you know, once you press the shutter release. And this is great, so you can actually jump in the movie and set the camera on a tripod. And look at this pet function for when you're shooting, you know, pictures of those fuzzy little animals. All right, so that's all your scene modes. Let's go into the next mode selection, which happens to be, oh, our memory's full. Okay, that's okay. Right now we're in Beauty Shot, and basically what Beauty Shot does, it's gonna smooth out the wrinkles, hide those blemishes, and make sure everyone in your photo comes out looking glamorous. Thank you, Beauty Mode. Okay, this is movie mode right here, and by hitting the function button, you'll see all your settings come up. You can shoot in either 15 frames per second or 30. You have options between QVGA, which is 320 by 240 resolution, or your VGA for your higher resolution. Also, you can change your metering right here and your white balance up top. So that is movie mode. And let's check out another mode as we move along on our dial. Oh, we're in playback. We're not ready to go there. We'll come back to playback. Let's keep on going to iAuto. Now what iAuto mode does is that it has a set of predefined scene modes, and the camera is automatically going to detect which scene mode is best for your photo. I actually really like being in iAuto when I'm out and about just taking pictures of random things, because the camera is going to do all the work for me and I just really don't have to worry about anything at all. Okay, so there's your mode dial right there. Now, to go into your settings, now actually iAuto you can't really change any of the settings, so if you really want to change your settings, you have to be in auto mode, and you just hit menu and all your functions will appear. Now let's go on up to Magic Filter. Now Magic Filter is a new feature, comes on this Olympus. And it actually is going to put a filter on your lens, and you have 3 different options here, okay? You have pop art, fisheye, and pinhole. So this is pop art right now. This is pinhole, and this is fisheye. And you'll see you can view all the different, filters right here all at once and decide which one you want to choose. I took some pictures with a couple of these filters. I'll show you in a second. All right, so let's get out of here, go back to our menu. There we go. And let's go over the rest of these controls. All right, so you have playback right here, and along this square you'll see your flash, your exposure, your macro mode, and your self timer. Also, you have your display, so you can see your composition grid lines, or your histogram, or just all of the settings. And you also have your trash down here. But let's go into playback. I'm going to show you some of the photos I shot earlier. This is with the pop art filter. As you can see, the colors are all blown out. Let's check out some more here. This is the panorama shot. I just took this out in the parking lot. And panorama actually combines 3 images together, so you have this wide view of, wherever you are. This right here, I was using super macro mode, and this is great when you're trying to get every little detail. You want the leaves to come out, and you can actually see the branches and twigs, and you really just want to get up close for those super macro modes. This right here, I wanted to show you the zoom. So take a look at this stop sign, and take a look at this stop sign now. This is the 7X optical. Let's do that again. So not using the zoom and using the zoom. And here's another example of the zoom. Okay, I'm not using the zoom with the tree, and then I'm using the zoom. Look at that. So I really got up in there, and I could even see the little red flowers on the tree branches. And this, I just use sport mode, which is great when you're trying to take pictures of people walking or doing some sort of action, and the image came out pretty nice. And there you have it. We're back at pop art, magic function. So there you go. This is the Olympus Stylus 7010. It's fully loaded with a ton of great features to make sure that your images come out really great. So check this one out. I'm Sam. We'll see you guys next time. For more information on the Olympus Stylus 7010 digital camera, just visit any of these major retailers and type in 083-1280 into the search box. For Computer TV, I'm Sam.